Lesson 268. Let all things be exactly as they are. Welcome to the Qigong support for A Course in Miracles students. My name is Judith and this is the Lucid Mind Center. We have moved on. Now we are in Istria, in Croatia still, and the place is called Rabat. We're going to stay a few days here before we turn south again. The weather has already turned a little bit. It's also we are towards the end of September. The reason this is called a Qigong support for A Course in Miracles students is because at the end of this class I will invite you to a Qigong meditation which I have recorded for this special thought, what is the body? Which is it is a 10-day period, and each one of those ideas of lessons 261 to 270 is giving us a different angle on understanding what the body is and how we can actually use it properly to return back to peace. I will give you more instructions at the end. Let's begin reading our lesson together. Lesson 268. Let all things be exactly as they are. Let me not be your critic, Lord, today and judge against you. Let me not attempt to interfere with your creation and distort it into sickly forms. Let me be willing to withdraw my wishes from its unity and thus to let it be as you created it, which means in the unity. For thus will I be able to recognize myself as you created me. In love was I created, and in love will I remain forever. What can frighten me when I let all things be exactly as they are? So this was the prayer, and the small explanation goes like this, and I can see I have marked things up here by accident. Let not our sight be blasphemous today, nor let our ears attend to lying tongues. Only reality is free of pain, only reality is free of loss, and only reality is wholly safe, and it is only this we seek today. Every single sentence which is here, it is like a light for me. It's like a post, like a guidepost, like an arrow towards the light. And yet, it can be sometimes so incredibly difficult to follow that guide. It can be so incredibly difficult to allow ourselves to connect to our true self. We so easily allow ourselves to hook into the ego, to let the ego take the guide, let the fear take the lead, the anger, all the little negative emotions which we are allowing to take the center stage. When I think about why this happens to me, usually it is because I don't take the time in the morning to actually reconnect to myself, because I allow myself to be thrown into the tumble dryer of the life without actually insisting on my spiritual connection first thing in the morning. When I do my Qigong class first thing in the morning, and when I do this connection, then things cannot throw me as easily off as when I am not doing it. And I haven't, because I'm traveling, it's been now again 2 or 3 days that I have not reconnected with myself, and it's actually quite interesting and a challenge as well to see this happening, especially now while I'm reading this lesson together with you. I'm wondering if you're also doing the same, if this happens to you as well. In the seated Qigong class, which I have specially recorded for this section, I'm going to ask you to read the idea, let all things be exactly as they are. And I'm also going to ask you to read the prayer, which is the text, which is in cursive, where you're actually talking to Source, talking to our Creator, talking to our Father or Lord or Universal Intelligence, whatever you would like to call it. So let me read this again together with you. Let me not be your critic, Lord, today and judge against you. What I also like here very much is that now we have a different name here again, Lord. Before that it was Father, and then other times it's Source, and then other times it's Love, or the Creator, or Universal Intelligence. I like it very much that we are using different words, understanding that words are just the symbols of symbols. And always understanding that we are just trying to make sense of it all. Let me not be your critic, Lord, today and judge against you. Let me not attempt to interfere with your creation and distort it into sickly forms. Let me be willing to withdraw my wishes from its unity, and thus to let it be as you created, means in the unity. For thus will I be able to recognize myself as you created me, that true self within you. In love was I created, and in love will I remain forever, no matter if I'm aware of it or not. What can frighten me when I let all things be exactly as they are? Beautiful. And the little explanation, let's just get over this one more time. Let not our sight be blasphemous today, nor let our ears attend to lying tongues. So here we go. Blasphemous today, that means that we are turning away from the light and pretending that the ego is the guide here, allowing it the center stage. This is our sight and our ears. Nor let our ears attend to lying tongues. Here we have got three of the 5 elements. The ears are connected to the kidneys. This is water. The eyes are connected to the liver. This is wood, always turning towards the light. And then we have got the tongue, which is connected to the fire and the heart. Only reality is free of pain. And pain, I would put that in together with the sense organ, the skin and the lips. So I would put that, take that to the spleen, which is the earth. And only reality is free of loss. Loss is when you're grieving loss, that is connected to metal, and that is the lungs. So we have got all 5 elements here. In the Qigong class, we're going to be working on all the 5 elements and understanding what the body is. And if you haven't done the What is Sin Qigong classes with me yet, I definitely recommend you do them, because there we are repurposing all the senses to see the light and hear the light and hear the true, instead of focusing on the negative. Only reality is free of pain. Only reality is free of loss. Only reality is wholly safe. And it is only this we seek today. So I'm inviting you to the seated Qigong class. You can do it any time of the day. But I'm also recommending that you do a standing Qigong class in the morning. So you can do a 10-minute, 15-minute, or you can do even a longer one. And you can do that both here with the Course in Miracles, or you can do them on my Qigong page, where I am uploading regularly new Qigong classes, just to reconnect, remembering your central channel, remembering that this body is a conductor of energy. It's a conductor and a connector of heaven and earth. This body belongs to earth, and the mind belongs to the universe. And our heart is uniting this. It makes this life worth living in this experience as a human. So here is the seated meditation for this particular lesson. Here is a standing meditation I recommend for this lesson. Here you have what is the body, and here you have all the Qigong classes, if you would like to do another one. Love, light and Qi to you.